Hello, you're back with Beatle. We are back on Survivor.io. Today we are going to be using the Lightchaser that I have finally unlocked thank you to the sort of Santa event. So I've actually never used this weapon before, but I will be giving it a go. There it is. I've managed to actually even upgrade it to S1 and got it to level 31, and we'll be jumping straight into farmland just to see if we can complete this stage whilst using the weapon. So this will be my actual first impressions of it. I've never seen it, never used it. I've no idea what to expect. Seen a little bit of a sort of a shot there, so it's okay. Fires forward as well, so it's actually similar to the katana in that it has sort of the key blast of the katana firing forward. Because I've got the S1 sort of purple, there is every 5 shots, I think it says, it does that sort of spinning thing and fires a load of different ones in different directions, which looks like it could be very helpful. I'm sure that will actually come in handy, especially as it's upgraded. We'll have to see what those go like. Let's just get the Molotov there. But so far, so good. It looks quite interesting. The fire rate is relatively slow. Because I've got excellent, one of the grade skills of this is actually a quicker attack as well. So I'm not sure how useful it would be if it wasn't at this level, if it fired even slower, but we won't judge it yet. We'll obviously do the damage comparison. Well, let's get this Ronin just so we can get the Evo upgrade as and when that appears. Next level up, I actually can't find it yet in the level ups, but we'll keep going. I think, as I mentioned in some of my previous videos, I'm a bit over leveled. I think for the chapters, as I've done so many things that aren't sort of chapter related, that I am quite far ahead. So I won't be struggling here. I'm just going to keep going until I can find some of these Lightchaser upgrades. And there we go. The first one, +1 blade wave and adds damage. So is that blade wave forward? Does that fire twice? Okay, it fires in. I think that's probably better than it sort of going directly behind it. It widens the attack area, and hopefully as we continue to level up the Lightchaser, it adds more waves and it becomes sort of a wider radius. So it will be interesting to see what that upgrade's like. Here we go, next level up, we'll get the RPG again, not the Lightchaser, but I'm really happy with how it is at the moment. Is the Lightchaser there? It is, it's there once. Do we get it? We don't. We'll take the drill there and we'll keep going. Next level up, let's get the experience gain, as I just want to try and get as much experience as I can to try and get this Lightchaser upgraded. So we'll get that rather than another weapon. But yeah, really like it so far. Zombies incoming. Let's see how it performs here. It's actually quite tricky to see how useful it's going to be. Let's get the movement speed here. Just trying to get things that aren't weapons, as I want to try and upgrade the Lightchaser before everything else will overtake it. Just so I can make sure I do manage to get the upgrades for it. But yeah, it seems like I'm a bit too leveled up to see how well it will perform under if it's a bit sort of a trickier stages, but we'll see how we get on. There we go, next level up, still not the Lightchaser. I guess we'll have to upgrade the RPG at this stage. I'm getting really unlucky with the upgrades. I've only seen the Lightchaser once, and I've had about 10 different upgrades, so that is quite unfortunate. But even then, I actually feel like it's really performing quite well. We'll do a quick damage check at the 4-minute mark just to see how it gets on at the start of the game. We surely get a level up there. We do again. Not quite the items we were looking for. Let's get the RPG though. And still again, we might as well just, I don't really want the boomerang or laser launcher. We'll get the Ronin, whatever that actually is, the body armor, and still going. So yeah, let's check out. So I think both or all of the starter weapons that you can go with, the kunai, the baseball bat, and the katana, all do really well at the start of the game. I think even the revolvers are probably around 50 or 60% of damage, but let's double check here. RPG doing 47%, that's interesting. I think that's just because of the tech part. I always find the RPG does really well, but then Lightchaser is second, and it's even above Drill Shot, to be fair, and the Lightchaser is under leveled, so I am actually quite happy with that. I think the RPG just does a lot of damage there because the actual explosion does a lot of damage. I think I've worked out that even though you can kill these enemies, let's just get the jury in here because it's got the tech part. Even though you can kill these enemies, you know, doing 2,000, 3,000 damage, which I'm doing with the Lightchaser, the explosion there of the RPG does a lot. I'm actually trying to work out how much it does. I'm just trying to follow one around and see the explosion. I think it's about 12,000. Is that what it said? I'll have to double check. 12,000 or 308,000, or that might be a bit too much, but no matter the total damage that it does, even though it would kill them at 2,000 or 3,000, it still adds up. So I think that's why the RPG always looks like it's doing a lot of damage, whereas it's probably killed a lot less enemies than the Lightchaser. So it would be interesting if they actually added the statistic of enemies killed per weapon, as I think that would probably give a better indication of how the weapons are actually doing. Let's see if we can get the Lightchaser. Oh, we got movement speed. Still no Lightchaser there. We'll get the brick just to keep everything as leveled up as evenly as possible, and there it is. Okay, plus 1 blade wave and adds damage. Okay, so now there's 3, plus every now and again he spins it round and still fires 3 each time. Oh wow, okay. So I'd imagine once this is leveled up even more, it's just going to be sort of constant waves of these shots fired all around you, which I think will be really helpful. But yeah, I really like this weapon. I actually prefer it, I think, so far, though it is very similar to the katana. I don't think there is much in it. I'll get the jury in there. I just think it will do more damage because it's an S weapon, so I think the damage is actually just higher on it, and obviously with the spin that it does, I think that will play a big role. So with the katana here, you'd only have to fire in one direction. There we go, plus 1 blade wave and add damage again. So if that's going to be the level up upgrade every time, I will take that. That'd be really handy. What I have noticed is that the range isn't actually all the way. So if you look at when he, let's just get this upgrade here for the Lightchaser, plus 1 blade wave and adds more damage. If you look at when he fires up to the top, they stop sort of halfway up between getting off the screen. So I wonder if the HE fuel, I suppose similar to what it does with the katana. Let's just get the drill shot there. I wonder if that actually increases the range that these waves will go. So hopefully I'll try and get that upgrade as well, as I think that would obviously help once you've got a longer range. Yeah, because it looks like it should, but it doesn't go all the way. I think it definitely is long enough to be classed as a long range weapon. There it is, an Eternal Light. I'm going to try and pronounce it. Indomitable. I guess that's close enough. Oh my goodness, that is unbelievable. Okay, definitely prefer that to the kunai. That's crazy. Yeah, nothing is going to stand a chance here. I wasn't even expecting it to be this good, to be honest, but that looks incredible. That is certainly going to be very handy once the stages get a bit harder. Let's get the drill shot here. Now we just need to try and get all the other weapons as upgraded as we can, just so it's as fair a comparison as it possibly can be towards the end. So that's what we'll carry on trying to do. Just saved up a few gems there, got a few kills. We'll get some level ups here. Let's get the jury in there. Let's get the rocket. I don't think the fire is too close, though. It's not even past level 1, but there we go. We'll try and get it leveled up with the others. We'll just get this chest. Let's see on the lucky train what we can get. Pretty much they were in no danger of dying. Everything's dying really quickly. So I wonder at what stage the chapters actually start getting harder. I don't know if it's just because I am leveled up. We'll just get the drill there. I don't know if it is because I am leveled up really high or the chapters are just easy. I've sort of seen in other videos and comments that it does get really tricky. Some of the bosses get really hard. But so far, to be honest, it's really easy. So yeah, and we'll get the brick here. So now that is one off the Evo upgrade. I think everything now is pretty much fully upgraded other than the Evos. Maybe the Molotovs need one more, to be honest, but they are pretty close. I'm gonna have to try and get some of the upgrades that allow for the Evo upgrades. Whether or not I can actually get them all Evo upgraded in time, that could not be in any worse of a 3 upgrades there, because none of them do anything for me. So we'll just get the cooldown. That's a good point, actually. The cooldown for this Lightchaser, I hadn't actually thought of that, but that would also make it fire quicker, which would mean it's even more overpowered than it already seems to be. Let's just get the bomb there. But there's just so many sort of projectiles coming off the the sword. It just seems unbelievable. So I can't see myself dying even for the next couple of chapters at least, to be honest. So Kitty has died. We'll get on the lucky train. This is going to give us the Scorched Earth, I believe. There it is. Yeah, Scorched Earth policy fuel barrel. Fire goes from red to blue. I did also try to change the Jorian for the football. I even bought the football. Let's just get there so we get the brick. And then realised that the football is an offensive weapon whilst the Jorian is defensive, so I couldn't even swap them out for each other. So now I need to try and save up again for the a defensive tech part, and that will hopefully allow me to get the Jorian swapped out. We'll hopefully even see towards the end of this video when I do the damage comparison. Let's get the 1 ton iron there. That the Jorian just doesn't compete with any other weapons. Not really too sure why. I know we haven't actually got the Evo upgrade for it yet, but even if we had, I don't think the damage is much higher, but hopefully we'll get it towards the end just so it can try and catch up as much as possible. None of them really would affect the Jorian, but the damage seems to always be lower, so we will see towards the end, and hopefully this Lightchaser is going to impress me, but we'll see how we get on. Just got the magnet there. We'll upgrade the energy cube, the attack cooldown. So I've just realized I've got all the slots filled for the sort of upgrades on the right, the sort of stat booster one, so I can't actually get the Evo upgrade of the Jorian, unfortunately, so that is just going to have to make do being a little prickly pear Jorian as opposed to the Caltrops, but hopefully it won't matter. We'll just take the magnet. They still didn't get an upgrade from that. Wow, that's crazy. There were so many orbs on the floor, but once you get sort of past level 30, these green orbs just do nothing. You need the gold ones to have a chance of leveling up, so there's not really much point in collecting the green ones. You always want to look for the gold. There isn't any gold, so I'm having to claim up, but you can see how long that takes. Let's get the gold gain up as I'm not going to die. There's the gold one, and you can see that's the only thing that sort of adjusts your upgrade bar at the top once you get those gold ones. We'll get on the lucky train again. Spinning for the fitness guide. Won't really catch too much there, and I think so far so good, and we'll just see you on the final boss, I think, at this stage. Here we go, boss is going to be incoming. Final boss. You haven't missed anything there. Nothing's really got too close to me, and hopefully we should finish him off really quickly. As soon as he gets quite low, I'll quickly have a look at the damage stats. He's actually got quite a lot of health here. Usually they all sort of die relatively instantly, but this guy's putting up a bit of a fight. I don't think he'll do too much, and we'll just check the damage stats now. So Lightchaser, how up there is it going to be? Wow, okay, it's actually joint with the 1 ton iron, which is hard to do. None of the other weapons could do that, so that is impressive. As you can see, Jorian is 1%. I think if it was the Caltrops, it might have scraped up to 2%, but that's exactly why I'm looking to get rid of that. And then the others are pretty much as expected. RPG unfortunately couldn't get the Shark Maul gun either, so that is why it's a bit lower, and the drill shot again, not the whistling arrow. But yeah, really happy with the Lightchaser here. Wow, that guy nearly just took me out as I was unpausing the game, but we will complete it there. Lightchaser, brilliant gun, brilliant weapon, I should say. And certainly do recommend it if you can get it. And we've unlocked the ranch. The Eternal Cell Parasite has changed the once docile livestock here into vicious beasts. And it looks like we've unlocked a new feature, Ender's Echo, which I may check out in another video if it's worth it. But there we go, Lightchaser, certainly recommend it. And if you've got this far, please do like, subscribe, that is very much appreciated, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you.